I want this evening to join my colleagues in the Congress of Trade Union Staff Associations of Barbados, the National Union of Public Workers, and the Barbados Workers Union in recognizing that the challenges facing the trade union movement are monumental. Monumental because, to a large extent, the labor movement is only taken seriously when workers are called out to meetings or when there are threats to shut down this country. No longer are heads of departments and officials of ministries willing to sit down and dialogue with trade unions like they did in the past. It is okay for the talk show hosts on CBC to ask why can't trade unions talk and negotiate. Who is there to talk and negotiate with when letters are written over and over on matters and no response given? Our employers are displaying an unprecedented level and type of arrogance to the trade union movement and trade union issues in this country. And I am not sure that any amount of mobilization of young workers can brighten the future of the trade union movement. The trade union movement, in my view, needs a revolutionary approach to the matters. Since the introduction of the Public Service Act of 27, the public service of Barbados has been placed under tremendous pressure, and government seems unable to get it working smoothly. I know that it was cosmetically amended in 2012, but it requires significant amendments or even repealing, in my view. The Congress of Trade and Staff Associations has submitted a 52-page document with suggested amendments some years ago, but not a word on that. The job of the trade union is monumental because employers, both in the public and private sectors, continue to use the financial and economic crisis of 2007 as a shield behind which they refuse to offer salary increases, long-term employment, safer buildings from which workers are to operate and productively, or even satisfying the terms and conditions of service agreed to from time immemorial between employer and employee. The state seems to be the highest contributor in this regard. In recent times, we have seen the unilateral dismantling of terms and conditions of service for teachers, and I will mention only two tonight. Public officers are entitled to 14 and 21 days study leave by law. Workers are now being threatened by their principals if they take one of the 14 sick days to which they are entitled. The young worker enrolled in full-time or part-time study at institutions like University of the West Indies and the Barbados Community College is entitled to 10 days study leave per semester, but is now being denied them by their principals. Young workers are now being allowed or asked to act in vacant positions for several years before the posts are advertised. Once advertised, they apply and are then interviewed and sometimes recommended, but have to wait up to 3 years before being offered an appointment. There's also the long delay in receiving the official letter to approve the appointment. The BUT has members who have been asked to act as senior teachers without letters or pay. The young worker is being asked by their principals to do certain tasks on the grounds that they have to write their reports at the end of the term, and the list goes on. How, therefore, can trade unions mobilize young workers who are afraid to bring their concerns or even willingly join a trade union? I am being told that at interviews, persons are being told not to join the union if they know what is good for them. There's a high level of fear among young temporary workers about the security of their jobs. And we hear every day when persons with legitimate concerns tell you, I don't want to raise this matter because I am temporary. As if temporary workers are not workers with rights too.